Imagine being the richest person in your entire country. In the year 1500, kings controlled enormous wealth, but their riches looked very different from the billionaires of today. Back then, wealth wasn't measured in bank accounts or stocks. The king's wealth was measured in land, gold, taxes, and power. Most kings owned huge areas of land across their kingdom. Peasants and farmers worked on this land and paid taxes to the crown. These taxes could be in the form of money, crops, animals, or even labor. For example, a farmer might have to give part of his harvest to the king every year. Multiply that by thousands of villages across a kingdom, and you start to see how much wealth a king could collect. Kings also earned money through trade taxes. Merchants who sold goods in markets or transported items across the kingdom often had to pay fees to the crown. This meant that every busy market, port, or trade route could bring in more wealth for the king. Another major source of wealth was war and conquest. When a king defeated another kingdom, he could take land, gold, treasures, and sometimes even entire cities. Victories in battle often made kings far richer overnight. But royal wealth was not just about money. Kings owned magnificent castles, precious jewels, fine clothing, and luxurious banquets. Royal courts were filled with gold plates, silver cups, rare spices, and expensive fabrics like silk and velvet. However, there was a catch. Even though kings were incredibly rich, they also had huge expenses. They had to pay soldiers, build castles, maintain armies, fund wars, and support the royal court. Running a kingdom was extremely expensive. Some kings even went deep into debt, borrowing money from powerful bankers and merchants. So, how rich was a king in the year 1500? In today's terms, many historians estimate that the most powerful kings controlled wealth worth billions of dollars in land and resources. But more importantly, they had something even more valuable than money: absolute power over their kingdoms. And in the medieval world, power was the greatest wealth of all.